Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another Overwatch build. Um, so this one is an arcade, sort of. Like, this was an idea by one of my friends, and I like the idea, but I don't know quite how arcades would work in the Sims 4, but I suppose this works. It's a, it's a lounge, technically, but it has all the stuff that you would need for an arcade, I think. There's PCs, there's game tables, there's like bowling lanes, there's these like proper arcade things, arcade machines. There's some bubble blowers because hell, why not? But yeah, I think it should work fairly well for an arcade. But this one is D.Va's arcade because that makes sense for Overwatch. Which I mean, I guess it's more of a general arcade, but it's very, very colorful. And there's some D.Va in there, I think. Just my personal opinion, I guess. I do think there's D.Va in there, especially inside. We'll get some pinks and blues going on. Kind of just sticking with D.Va's color scheme. But yeah, at this point, I'm just doing the outside, making it look fun, I suppose. At least trying to make it look fun. So yeah, we have something that is sort of symmetrical-ish, I think. It's like mirrored on the other side as well. But yeah, I really like this thing with the colors, the rainbow colors. It's very subtle, kind of, because it is like you generally wouldn't look at it from the side and just be blinded by all the colors from this wallpaper. That's absolutely ridiculous, and I still don't know why it's in the game. But I guess it worked for this build. But yeah, I think it works. It's just a fun detail, I think. Lots of these waterfall fountains, which I like. You can set the color for these as well, so in a little while you'll see me go in and I'll put them in like rainbow coloring because I could. I figured let's just stick with that for now. But yeah, it's I figured this bowling sign would be the best sign we had. Put that one in as well, because why not? Put in some more rainbow lights over here. Like, not more rainbow lights, I guess. Those are the first rainbow lights, but you get what I mean. More rainbows. Because hell, why not? So yeah, as I said, 2 bowling lanes over here. Made them pink, because I figured with D.Va we should go with pink. Put up 2 staircases, because I like the idea of having 2 staircases instead of 1. Messing around with some ideas for the flooring. I think I stick with this one, like the really shiny one from the City Living pack. Yeah, that one. But yeah, these are the arcade machines. I put in some oversized superhero statues. That's what they are. These are not kid toys, okay? These are proper statues. Brought D.Va and Lucio over here because they live together in my Sims world, just so that I could have someone here to change some of the lights, because that's something I don't do enough of, I think, in my builds. But I did in this one, so it's okay, I think. Had to put in some spotlights. I don't know why, but I really felt like building this like at night time, so I needed the spotlights so I could see what was going on. Yeah, I put in these tables because I think they're funky. I quite like the tables. They're more interesting than just simple tables, I guess. I don't know. For me, it just worked. It's the best way to put it. Putting in some desk chairs, moving them around so that it actually made sense in terms of space. And then, yeah, changing all of these to be like rainbow colors. It's like, yep, those are good. Putting in these lights that also came with this bowling pack, because apparently I'm using a lot of bowling pack stuff in this. I guess it's okay, because we have the bowling lanes anyways. I figured, like, bowling lanes, I'm guessing, isn't a typical thing in arcades. I've never really been to an arcade, so I'm not entirely sure, but I needed things to put in there. There's only so much they have with The Sims, and bowling lanes work fine. They're fun, I think, hopefully. Putting in some details here in these bathrooms. There's nothing too special to them, other than that I actually put in all the detailing, because I usually get bored doing all the detailing because they're not functional anyways, I guess, is the main thing for me. But that's okay. And putting in some bubble blowers, because again, there's only so much I could put in here, and I figured bubble blowers could be fun over here. Again, probably not what you'd find in your standard arcade, but this is The Sims. This isn't real life. I mean, in The Sims, all arcades have bubble blowers. That's just my conclusion after building. Putting in some carpets here underneath them, because I felt like we needed at least some carpets to break up all the wood. Mix and matching some carpets. And you already see the whole blue and pink pattern coming up. That is kind of, I think, D.Va's thing. Like, in my head, that's the best I could do to make this more D.Va-like. That and, like, the freezer bunny chair that I put in. Putting some of these colored lights in as well. I couldn't put them next to each other, because then things just got really weird with the lights. I wasn't a big fan. So I just pulled them apart and it was fine. And then over here we have some consoles, because, I don't know, we could have consoles, I guess, with some big TVs. They perfectly fit there in between the windows. Funky wallpaper in the back. And I put in a bar, because I figured we needed some place that people could go grab a drink or like something to eat. I don't know if you could get something to eat at a lounge. Probably, right? But yeah, as I said, using a lot of this bowling pack stuff, so using these couches as well. They just kind of fit the style I was going with. So you've got, these two console areas where you can sit, and then the bars in between. I assume you can also sit at the bar and actually look at the TVs. So you couldn't play yourself, you could watch other people play. I mean, that's what people do these days, so why not? And I'm putting in some funky details here next to the entrances. Because there's two entrances. I don't know why, but there's two. I just was looking at the outside and it seemed like there should be two. Because this is built in Windenburg, in like the fancy modern area. Putting in some detailing here for the bowling area, because if you're going to have a bowling area, you'd better give people some like shoes and bowling balls. I wanted to put in this carpet because I finally had a place big enough that I would be able to put this carpet in from the toddler stuff back, but the colors and patterns weren't working for me. So I changed that to some of the base game rocks, like one of the big ones that also don't really fit in any normal place. Putting some speakers around the place with some music. I considered putting in a DJ table, because I thought it would be a fun thing, but at the same time I didn't feel like it would fit in an arcade, so I deleted it again. But we have some of these simple game tables as well. Messing around with some ideas for the chairs. I wanted to put in some pink ones, and some of the pink in this game is really weird, but it worked with this particular chair set from the Kitchen pack. I'm always trying to figure out what pack they are, just to see if I know. I don't know if it's any use to you guys to know, but it's fun for me. It's almost like a game while I'm recording, figuring out what pack all the stuff is from. Putting in these lights, making them the right kind of color. And putting in some more of these lights that I used upstairs as well, which I think are fun. Possibly. I don't know. I like them. Is this where I put in some couches? Yeah, I figured I should put some extra seats over here, just if you're like hanging out with someone. And since we're in Windenburg in this really nice area, I think it should face the windows and just enjoy the view. I, I mean, that's what I would want to do, so that's what everyone else will have to do as well. Even though your Sims can't actually sit down and enjoy the view. It's so sad, but yeah, it's true. It's not my fault. But yeah, I figured we should have a seat over here so that your Sims could sit down and put on bowling shoes. I mean, again, not actually, but that's the idea. I'm putting this funky wall decoration up there because we had this wall that was empty. And then I figured let's make some sort of a wardrobe kind of area. I put a sign up above it with like blue lights. I think it's one of the, yeah, this one. I think it's from the Dino pack. Yeah. Yeah, a sign from the Dino pack because I could. Still messing around with the idea of like carpets and stuff in places. But then I was like, oh, but carpets would be such a pain to clean. Like, if this was actually an arcade, there's no way that'd be, like, carpets and stuff. So I didn't put in any more carpets. I put in some more, like, room divider kind of things. I don't know why exactly, I just did. And I'm putting in this, the floor thing that fits with what we have going on here, sort of. Putting in a few details. I didn't want to put in proper landscaping, but that's okay. And to make it a functional lounge, we needed a musical instrument and microphone, so there you go. The place has fast internet too, because I figured that would be important. But that's it on the screenshots. If you want to download this, there's a link in the description as always. Let me know what you want to see me build next, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys!